Why is it that after the 10th minute, this team looked totally dejected? What about those first 10 minutes showed you that this team ever had any chance with the approach that they took to take any modicum of control? What about the first 10 minutes of this game told you that the second 80 minutes was going to be any different from the first? There was not a single positive. So there was nothing for me to look to and say, that's a moment. That's a moment where they could have built off of. Not one.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe what's going on here. 4 defeats, 4 Premiership defeats in a row. Never have I ever heard of that before. Never. Never on the road have I heard that. This has to be. This has to be the last game. This has got to be his last game. Surely it's got to be his last game. Surely this has to be his last game. Surely it must be. What else can this mean? I just want to know, what else can this mean? If you talk about set pieces every press conference, you talk about long ball, and you still concede the same goals, what else can this mean?
Okay, so it is just about 2 p.m. here, Sunday afternoon for myself. I've had time to reflect, had a little sleep in, did some grocery shopping, listened to some takes, and I thought, you know what, let's showcase what some of the Liverpool fan base are saying. Now, I think the general consensus is that Slot's got no idea what he's doing. The players look like they don't know what they're doing, whether that's the manager's approach, a coaching issue, tactical imbalance, if there's no desire from the players. People are some scapegoating the players already, and it's almost like Slot's out of his depth. And it's like, how do you go from getting a near title winning team, making them title winners by using somebody else's system and just changing a few things, to completely changing it, doing a whole 180 and expecting things to work? We bought players to benefit this squad of ours. We bought big money players to play better football with better players. How do you fuck it up? 4 losses in the league, and it's not even Halloween. This is why we say season is done. For me, at this moment in time, I don't see us putting no charge in. No other team is going to be dropping points to maybe allow us to do our thing, because it's all on us ultimately. This is all Liverpool's fault, and Liverpool players have to look in amongst themselves. And with that being said, let's have a look at the first little bit of football post-match thoughts here from FOOTBALLWITHENDZ. Everyone's links are posted down below. I'll tag their channels as well. Let's hear what Enz had to say, because man was critical of the manager, and he has been for a few weeks. Even more so Van Dijk, because Van Dijk post-match said everyone needs to look in the mirror, including themselves. So what the hell were the emergency meetings for? What did you do? Did you just play canasta or something? Did you just have a nice little laugh, tell some jokes, or did you sort anything out? Because it doesn't look like you sorted anything out football-wise.
I don't know what's going on with our team. I don't know what's going on with this team. I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. I don't know. I don't know what tactics, formation. Is everyone like giving up? The fan base split between keeping high standards and not. Virgil said everyone has to look at themselves in the mirror, including himself. I thought that was a meeting. I thought you guys had a meeting and discuss all of this. I thought you guys had a meeting and squashed out, iron out all of these things that's going wrong. The manager had a system that worked against Frankfurt, a formation that worked, and he decided, who cares? Let's go back to what we was doing. Because clearly that was working. Guys, we are sitting a point behind United, 2 points behind Sunderland, 4 points behind Arsenal, a point behind Man City, and they both play tomorrow. And we're a point behind Bournemouth, all on the same points, and they will play tomorrow. Looks like it's a top 4 race then, guys. Let's go for that.
Can't really disagree with much with what N said there. It's been a bit of a shambles, and all the teams playing tomorrow, we could be in a whole lot of bother if everyone gets their wins. If City get their win, lights playing up. If City get their win, okay. If Tottenham get their win, if Arsenal get their win, as they're all expected to, then they'll be well above us. I mean, Bournemouth play Nottingham Forest. I think if Bournemouth beat Forest, they'll be above us as well, if they're not already. So, yeah, we could be like mid-table by the end of this weekend, which is crazy to say, considering we went on a 5-game winning streak and now we've lost 4 in a row. We're 9 rounds in, bruv. We're 9 games in. What is happening with this light of mine? I'm just going to turn you off. Get out of here. Something's gone wrong with this team, bruv. Something has gone wrong with the team. I don't know what it is. Is it personnel? Is it one player? Are we scapegoating? Are we not scapegoating? Because Hassan will say he has not scapegoated any players in the last few games, but last season, I'm pretty sure you can hear him always calling out Robertson or Gakpo and a whole bunch of others, but never anything about Salah. And I don't think Salah had the best game. Yes, he scored a nice little goal there at the end, but for the majority of that game, it just wasn't it. We had such a good game against Frankfurt. Again, Europe, different tactics, I understand. But if those tactics works, why not try them against the team in the league? Let's see what Hassam had to say.
Today's match was a disgusting performance. It was a horrendous performance, and Brentford deserved to win. As a matter of fact, when it went to 3-2, they were closer to scoring the 4th from that Thiago header than we were to scoring the equalizer. It's just pathetic, you guys, at this point. But once again, there's people in the Liverpool fan base who will come here and go like, talk about Salah. Habibi, we conceded 3 goals. Salah scored. What are we doing here? Thank God I'm one of the Liverpool fans who refuse to scapegoat an individual. I did not reference a single individual for these last performances. Because if you watch today's game and you still think the issue is an individual issue, then you simply do not understand football. If you watch today's game and you think it's one individual player's fault, then you simply do not understand the sport. You simply don't understand what the football is all about. Because it's not an individual's fault. As a matter of fact, if I go to the 2 players that signed contracts last year, Van Dijk probably had a way worse performance than the game that Salah had. He conceded the penalty. Maybe should have conceded the second one after elbowing Thiago in the face. Was all over the place. Konate, anyone can get it. The only one that I give credit for today's performance is Szoboszlai, because he was all over the place in a good way, defending, attacking. Other than that, who do we praise? No one deserves praise, not even Ekitike, a player that we all love. No one deserves praise. He lost the ball for the second goal we conceded. And Brentford deserved to win today's game, make no mistake.
Now, I have to agree, I don't think it's one individual. It is a whole team collective, a coaching issue, managerial issue, all that sort of stuff there. But if you're telling me, would I start Salah after the game against Frankfurt in the Premier League? No would be my answer. Doesn't matter if he scored a goal, Kirk scored a goal. It doesn't mean anything. It would have been better off seeing Robertson there. And by the by, when Kirkes was actually used proper, running down the wing and having a ball fed through to him, he put a couple of crosses in there. Gakpo, always on the edge, cutting in, shooting, passing out left, right. Kirkes is by himself, play a little ball, little 1-2, maybe gets himself a cross out there. It wasn't to be. So I don't think you can blame one individual player, but if you're telling me that you cannot criticize Salah for his poor game as well, lost the ball a few times, gave the ball away with poor passing, like everybody else did, but he is the player that we're looking at to make things happen for us. It's not happening at the moment. So yes, he's going to be criticized, but we did not lose because of one player. We lost because of a collective. So that's what I have to say about that front there. Now, let's see from one of the positive accounts, Redmen TV, Steve. What did Steve have to say? Questioning Arne Slot now with the 4 losses in a row. One more in the Champions League. Was at 5. I mean, we've got... Yeah, let's have a listen.
Again, I was on the live stream the whole time, and people were talking about Slot out. And yeah, listen, I'm not there. I don't think so. I don't think Liverpool will be there yet. But I think it's fair to say you've got to question what the plan is. I don't know what the plan is, and that's indicting, and a massive indictment on him and his players. It's fair to say that. I'm not quite sure exactly what we're trying to do. What is a Liverpool goal look like now? What's the type of goal that we're trying to score? I can't quite tell you that. And what is the defensive setup? Struggling to find that as well. Again, injuries, having to update the manager, having to change his team a little bit. You understand that can sometimes work against you.
So Steve, they're basically saying they're unsure on the manager just yet. They're not going to go hit the nuclear button and go DEFCON 5 or DEFCON 1, whichever the worst one is, as Mike Daas. I should have looked at what Mike Daas had to say. Daas is another one who's been very critical. Shout out to Daas. I'll link him down below as well. I might watch his take on this after and maybe do like a little short about it and whatnot. But yeah, it's peak. Not speaking out against the manager. Some will say that's what these big accounts are not doing because they're linked to the club and they can't say too much negative things. But hey, if you're fed up with what's happening, you should be able to go nuclear and speak your mind. And if you're not going to speak your mind, what's the point of having the channel there? To peddle good things for the club and just say, we don't need to buy players and it's not that bad. He has a few losses, but, we've got good players in here and they have to do the bits. And what's the point of having good players if you're playing shit football? Make that make sense. That's what I'm not comprehending right now. And it's a lot of players, a lot of fans not comprehending either. And then he goes on to say, that's Steve from Redmen TV, that, a big issue is injuries and Alisson not being there and saying Mamadashvili is a good goalkeeper, but he's not Alisson levels. Yes, he's not Alisson levels, but still the ball has to get past 10 players before it gets to the goalkeeper, which is why I always say you can't blame the goalkeeper when it's getting past 10 players on the pitch before the keeper has to do something. And again, that second goal, people want to say Ekitike gave the ball away for that Sharda goal. Well, Salah gave the ball away way too many times in that game. Wirtz didn't challenge for the ball at all. Ekitike falling down as well, all over the place, losing challenges. Gakpo diving in the box. Shit like that. Defenders not doing their job. Kerkez being a nervous wreck. It was just a shit show all over the place. So you can't tell me that not having Alisson there is a main issue when the players there themselves are not looking like they're at it. And it's a nice little segue into what Mons was saying, because the players look like they just don't give a shit at all, which I tend to concur.
But today, out of all of the losses, Palace, Chelsea, Man United, Galatasaray, out of all of the games that I've seen, you see this one here. Not even effort, not even the basics. A lack of desire. They didn't even want to, the man, you cannot tell me today that these man wanted to be here. Them man heard that the clocks are going back, so they just want to chill in their yards or go out and do whatever they want to do. These man don't give a monkeys, bro.
I also said it in my little post-match. I'll link it down below as well if you haven't seen it, or up in the somewhere. You'll link it down below. I said Liverpool title race, done. Players did not look like they want to be there, not challenging for 50-50s. Brentford were up for it, Liverpool were not. Is that from the players? Is that from the manager? Are the players just not asked anymore with Arne Slot, as Jamie Phillips alluded to, which he's got the most reactionary take, if you want to say that, but man speaks from a place of passion and emotion, and he speaks on behalf of the smaller accounts that don't have the biggest voice and are more often seen as being reactionary for clicks and views and rage baiting and whatnot. And I've had a lot to say about that recently, and so has Jamie. But when you've had 4 losses in a row, that is warranted. That reaction is warranted because it is panic stations. What was the whole point of the emergency meetings with Verge and the players and whatnot when we're still having shit like this happen? When Arne Slot is still reverting to the shit that's not working in the Premier League, when he should be changing things up, putting Salah back into the starting 11, putting Kerkez into the starting 11. What was wrong with Robbo in the other game? Perfectly fine. Everything was good. Start Chiesa. Maybe would have given you something different. But I had to start Salah. For what? Salah's head is not there. It is clear to see. Kerkez's head is not there. It is clear to see. These players do not turn shit overnight. We bought quality players. There's a reason why they were in the team of the year, why they have been touted by many other clubs and decided to come to Liverpool. I don't know why at the moment, because shit, I can't tell you what we're trying to do on the pitch. But Jamie Phillips, take it away, lad.
No, fuck it. I've had enough, guys. And do you know what? We need the bigger Liverpool accounts to stand up, because us little ones here are not going to get heard. We just get called arseholes or idiots, or you don't support Liverpool because you're not from Liverpool, you're a Wall fan and all this sort of shit, yeah? Because I've got a small Liverpool channel. People go and say, oh, you're just clickbaiting. You're getting angry on purpose so you get views and stuff like that. I don't give a shit. I'm a Liverpool fan. I've been a Liverpool fan since 1989. Yeah, I'm 44 years of age. I've gone through it all. I've seen it all. Yeah? We are fucking massive. We are not Sunderland. We are not Arsenal. We are not Chelsea. We're fucking huge. Liverpool Football Club have just lost 5 games out of 6 matches, 4 in the Premier League, and now we're below this Man United team. We all laugh at Man United as Liverpool fans. Man United are shit. You know, Ten Hag didn't know what he was doing. Ruben Almarin's a joke. He don't know what he's doing. Right? We can all say that. We've been telling Man United, don't sack Ruben Almarin. Don't sack him. Keep him at the football club because he's an absolute joke. Yeah? And there's us now. It's roles reversed. Man United fans are probably going, keep Arne Slot. Keep him. It's a joke. We're back. It's taken 1 year.
So a lot said by Jamie there, but I think I agree. Obviously, with the whole smaller accounts thing, maybe needing more exposure, but that's down to the people that are looking for the content. You can't actually sit there and nitpick at people not watching stuff. It's up to them. It's their choice. It's YouTube after all. You decide what you want to watch. You decide what you want to put out there as well. But him saying Liverpool will lose to Sunderland after they just beat Chelsea, world champions Chelsea, all that sort of shit. Yeah. I believe so. Whether we played at Anfield with our best starting 11, if we played with Alisson, with Grav, with Wirtz, with Isak, Ekitike, and all these other top tier players, I think we still lose because this Liverpool team don't know what the fuck they're doing right now. No idea what they're doing. Which is why I say the league is done before Halloween, man. That's crazy. Man United knocked out of the Carabao Cup before school went back, as many people laughed at. But they are now above us, and they're on a 3-game winning streak, mind you. 3 games. These people could not win a back-to-back game for like over a year. Now they're on 3 games back-to-back W's, and we are on 4 games with L's, bruv. Crazy work. I'm not going to sit here and say Man United are back just yet, because there is a lot of football still to play, and they can still be got at, but for what it's worth, we are not looking any good right now. And if someone said, based on the current form now, with Liverpool's 4 L's and United's 3 W's, yeah, United look like they're going that way and we are going that way, which is not a false thing to say. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up. Arsenal, City, Tottenham, Bournemouth, these teams are all playing tonight or today for you guys watching this, probably now in the UK or Europe. And if they all get their W's as they're expected to, Arsenal to Palace, City, I think they're playing Villa. We have to play Villa as well, which is mad. Villa will probably beat us as well. And then you've also got Tottenham versus Everton, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a lot of games to be played. And of course, Bournemouth hosting Nottingham Forest. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, we could be mid-table by the end of this round, and it's 9 games in, bruv. Halloween ain't even finished. Halloween ain't even here yet, and we're already in all sorts, bruv. It's looking dark days for Liverpool if Arne Slot don't fix up. And is he a stubborn manager? Does he not have a clue what he's doing? Are the players not playing for him? Are the players not understanding his system? I mean, you can't just buy good quality players and they turn to shit overnight for no reason. There's got to be a reason behind this. And I know rivals will banter and laugh and take the piss and wear their sunglasses and all that sort of shit like Randstars and Saeed. Yes, fucking cringy as fuck. I hate when Liverpool creators do that shit as well. Chelsea, anybody does that. It's just the cringiest fucking thing. Some people say it's banter. I think it's fucking childish, but that's just my opinion. Man have been shit for like nearly 15 years. Won 2 trophies in them 15 years. And say it's not good enough, but now want to put their sunglasses on because they won 3 in a row and they beat Liverpool in one of them 3 W's, bruv. And Liverpool have lost 4 in a row, bruv. Please find shame in yourselves, I beg. Anyways, that's it from me for this one. Comments down below. Links posted down below. It's dark for Liverpool.